Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's the middle of summer here in New England and it's dry fly season. I'm gonna teach you guys how to keep your dry fly floating. So my favorite is a parachute Adams, any size here in New England. Big brook trout, anything eats just a parachute Adams. Just one of those flies that works. So I'm gonna show you guys what I do, especially when it's raining out. I'm gonna show you guys a couple potions and all the stuff that I have in my bag. I'm gonna leave links in the description below so you guys can buy this stuff. I don't believe in a lot of potions and stuff for fly fishing and even like bass fishing, but these things I actually believe in. They're pretty straightforward. So first thing I'm gonna do, this is a pre-treatment. This is before you even cast into the water. So I'll show you guys what that is. And that is Loon Outdoors Loxa. And so basically, I'm pretty sure it's just silicone. Apply a small amount to the fly and rub into the hackle and body. So also works on CDC, and I know a lot of these other ones don't work on CDC, but this is, I think, just a silicone like paste. I'll show you guys the consistency of that. I just take a little bit, rub it on the fly, and that basically repels the water, keeps water from getting absorbed into it. And you can really soak it, doesn't hurt. It has absolutely no smell to it, but I don't like wiping out anything, but I just wipe it on my hat. So put that in there. That's gonna keep your dry fly floating for as long as possible. And so I'm gonna make a couple casts here in the pool. And if you're really hot on the fish and you keep getting whacked and now your fly's a little bit soaked, what I like to do is just a rapid dry off cast. So whip that back and forth, dry that water off. You can also bring it back. So now that it's somewhat dry, you can either cast back out again, or you can blow it off, or dry it with one of your, like a shirt. Problem is I wear like performance outerwear, like my own little clothes here. This is not good for drying stuff off, drying flies off. They do have, I think it's called Amadou. It's like a fungus that you can dry stuff off with, or they make other little patches. What I like to do is use this product here. It's called Dry Shake from Shimasaki. And it's basically just silica. It's powdered silica. You can buy it in big bottles, small bottles. It's the same stuff you find in like beef jerky that says do not eat. So do not eat this. Try not to inhale it as well. So it's a little fine powder. I don't know if you guys can see in there, but you take the fly, pop it in there, shake it about. And if it's really wet, you can just grind it in there and get all the stuff out. And so it comes out looking like this, which is like all covered in that white silica powder. If you're having finicky trout, don't even bother blowing that off. Just cast it back out there. Sometimes that little bit of difference will fool that trout into coming up and biting it. I've actually found that out by just being lazy and not blowing it off. Otherwise, you can just blow it off, shake it off, and that dries the fly out. Then, if you're really hot on them, just cast back in there. If not, reapply the Loon Loxa stuff. Same way on the outside, that'll keep the fly from getting wet and casting a bunch more times. Like this will extend your dry fly without changing flies for a very long time. So those are the two things. So basically both a liquid silica to prevent it from sinking and then a silica to dry it out. Also, you can do the little shake back and forth to just get the water off if you're hot on the fish and you want to hit them again with the fly. Those are the two chemicals that I use, two things that I use along with the shake and blowing off trick. Everything seems to work well with that. And if you're just hammering the trout with the fly and it starts to get all, you know, basically beat up and the fish are still loving it and it's all covered in fish slime and it still doesn't seem to float, take it, grind it in the sand next to you in the water. That'll get all that trout slime off of it. Then go back with the white powder again and then the other stuff and then cast it back out there. So that's it. Link in the description below for those two things. Buy those right on Amazon. I think they're, I don't know, 10 bucks for each or something like that. There's a couple different brands out there. These are the ones that I like. I've tried a couple other ones and they don't smell bad. The fish don't seem to care. And make sure you guys watch, like, and subscribe. And I'm gonna be going on a pretty epic dry fly fishing trip coming up. So make sure you guys hit the little bell notification for that.